Hi everyone, I hope that we all are doing good, and I just wanted to share a thought on when we actually want to teach our children to be empathetic. This task may become tough. It may not be really easy to help our learners or help our children in today's generation, especially to teach them how to be empathetic, to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their situations, and especially when you haven't learned that the way it should be. So it becomes a little bit tough because children usually learn from your actions, our actions, I should say, and they follow the footsteps that we are in. So sometimes when I take the class, I actually tell them if I'm having a tough day or I'm not keeping well, I tell them that I need your support to understand me. And when I again and again say this, children do understand. Yes, sometimes they can be naughty, sometimes they can be hyper with a lot of energy. But if consistently we try to explain the situations that we are into, then definitely they will be the best listeners. They will be souls whom you actually can rely on, because children are the most innocent people. Nowadays we see people, adults especially, aged people, or you can say professional people, no matter how many degrees they may hold, or no matter how much money they have, but they are still they fall into depression, and also have a lot of consequences on the health as a result of something that's eating them up from within. And many times we try to hide this from our children, and especially when while raising them up. So I feel, these are my thoughts, and I probably feel that I also feel that some of you might agree with me. When we raise our children, we, right when they are in our womb, like, we start talking to them and read good books and try to be happy, so that the child also gets such mentality when the child is part of the world. But the real challenge comes when actually you have to handle them right from grade kg, or right from the early years to as they grow. Then there are different challenges come when they become teenagers, and then when they go to college level. But right from the early years to the primary level, this is the age where we can actually help our children to be more strong and build those values right from the beginning, so that when they grow up, you don't really need to run behind them, and they'll have those values, even though sometimes you might feel that they've not really paid attention to what you're saying, and it might take a year or 2 years. But if you have this constant efforts that you're putting in them, then definitely you'll be able to see the results when they grow up. Teaching empathy, it's something that it's very difficult, because not everyone can put themselves in others shoes and understand the situation. And that's very true, that we cannot understand other situation in a real 100%, but we can still try to understand and try to be of some help to an extent. So explaining them your situations, for example, parent, you can explain them. If you're having some arguments, you can tell them that this is how life is, and probably we will settle it. But there's also a way to settle things in front of kids. And telling them, being transparent to them to an extent, also helps children to understand you better. And especially in the world where we expect perfection, 100% results, toppers, what we forget is that the children who are growing up, we have that mentality created in our mind that, perfection is always first rank. Perfection is always, getting some reward. But in real, what I feel is that a children should be taught to accept that imperfection, and how to bring the imperfection level to the level of acceptance first. And it starts from right from the beginning. As they are growing up, we may not have learned some things, and it might be difficult as an adult to train ourselves. But what we have not learned, I think we should pass on to our children based on our observations, or based on what we can teach them to the best. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, just to sum up my thoughts, that our children are the ones that will lead the future generation. And what kind of a world we are looking for? We are looking for a better world, not with so much of richness, not with so much of wealth, but we are looking for healing. We're looking for the healed world from within, not just that the outer look that just shows a smile, but the inner strength that comes from within. And we look forward to build such generation, and I think teachers play a very important role in that. And learning with them, we also are learners, and in return I think they teach us a lot. And while teaching them, we grasp some things, and we ourselves we also implement in our lives. So I just had to share this thought that let us teach them, let us right from the beginning some of the etiquette, some of the things, how to understand others, and even the situations of the family, even how to tackle those situations in a very calm manner. And if we do that, then definitely our children will take the lead very well, and you can sit back and relax when you are getting older. You don't really need to worry. Those values have to be built when they are small, because it becomes difficult when they are starting to growing up and they cross grade 5. It becomes very difficult right from grade 3 stage onward. So it's a very good thing to encourage them right from the childhood. And I do remember telling my children about certain mood swings that I may have, but that does not mean that we misuse those things and uh, treat mistreat children. No, not at all. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that sometimes they need to accept the reality, and that teachers are also human beings, parents are human beings, and if they are working in a team, the team members are also human beings, and they may come across certain mood swings, certain disagreements, and they need to be empathetic to a certain extent. And teaching them this probably surely, not surely also, not probably also, but yes, it will help to an extent to build good leaders in future.